All right, guys, we're going to be benchmarking the new pirate game that just came out. It used to be called Crosswinds, but now it's Windrose. I know I'm a little late on this because the game actually did come out a while ago, but we're going to be taking a look at it with the 5090 and the 9950X. So you guys can see it at the top left right there with the numbers, but I'm also going to show it on screen right here so you guys can see we're actually using those parts. Let's take a look at what we're running here in terms of the settings. If we go all the way over the video, I do have everything maxed out. We're on DLLA, or DLAA I should say, which is native resolution at 4K, right? And we're gonna scroll down. I have everything maxed out. You can see epic. Everything is just completely maxed out. The only thing I have off is motion blur because I absolutely hate motion blur in games. But you can see I have been playing this game quite a lot with my girlfriend and a friend, and this is what we have so far. I managed to get that boat all the way over there, I'm not gonna lie. But with DLAA over on this beachy area, we're actually in the 50s, which makes sense because remember, the more stuff on screen, the heavier it is going to be ran on that GPU, right? So it's running through here. We're getting that 50 FPS. I actually kind of hoped that we would get at least 60 FPS with this. Not gonna lie, 60 FPS plus. But like I said, it does make sense. We are in an area with a lot of trees. And this dodo's chasing me, but I'm gonna let him chase me. Just gonna let him chase me while we run through this area. I'm not gonna run too long on DLAA, but just gonna see what happens around here. Running through here. Again, with a 1% lows of 37. Okay, what's chasing me? Oh, the boars are chasing me now too. It's actually a really good looking game. I'm not gonna lie. I believe this is not even a AAA title. I think it's like indie devs that made this. I'm not 100% sure. But a little bit of a pop-in just now this happened, but when I've been playing this, I haven't been noticing too many pop-ins, but there has been quite a few. Let's jump up this and see what happens. Texture could be a little better, obviously. I don't know what engine this was made on, but it actually doesn't look bad at all. I had to turn this the sharpness slider up just a tiny bit to make it pop a little more, but I think this is the best we could do in terms of that. But yeah, not bad. I mean, I would like it to be a lot better in this area. Again, we are on a 5080 or 5090, sorry. I would ideally want this to be 60 FPS plus on DLAA, but again, we're in a very heavy area right here. Obviously, if you turned on frame gen, you would get past that 60 FPS if you put on 2 times. But I prefer to play with like quality and stuff like that, right? Which we're gonna switch to quality right now. Okay, so now we're at DLSS quality, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. In my opinion, DLSS quality in this game looks better than DLAA. Maybe it's because of just the frame rate just not being as high as I would like it to be, so it did kind of look a little bit choppy. But with quality, it does look a little bit softer, but I don't mind how soft it is. I think I prefer this because sometimes with native it does look a little bit like over sharpened, but yeah, I don't hate this. We're getting about 90 FPS running through this area. Not bad. This is without frame gen and everything. You guys can see at the top as well. Latency is looking good. We're at 30 with DLSS quality on. Running through here. Getting that low 70s, which is understandable. 1% lows of the 50s. Okay. I'm liking this. I am liking this. I'm going to take the boat on the water in a little bit. I think when we put on like DLSS performance, I'm going to take the boat on that water and just check it out. But run through this bushy area. I don't think we're going to drop into the... I lied. I absolutely lied. We did drop into the 60s a little bit. If the gameplay is too loud, I'm probably going to turn it down a little bit in the editing process, but I don't think it's too bad so far. Managed to get this. I don't remember what this was. Let me examine this. Yeah, there was nothing in there. If I remember correctly, there was absolutely nothing in there. Okay, let's go on the waters with the boat and take a look at it there. Can I call my regular ship over here? I'm gonna call it right here. Let's see. Call the boat. Catch boat. No, I'm just gonna call a regular boat. I don't want to call the full ship, but that thing is huge. So on the waters, we should actually get like a lot higher frames, right? Let's go over to that island over there. Yeah, so yeah, here we're getting Close to 100 FPS on the water. This is not looking too bad at all. Which again, most of the game is going to be taking place on the water, because you have to travel to like the other islands and stuff. Almost 100 FPS there. 1% lows being in the 80s, 70s, now 80s. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, I'm going to see if we can get to that island. I'm going to switch to a different quality set in a second here. I think we're going to go to performance, and we're even going to check balance, all right? We want to take a look at balance as well. Balance should be very interesting. Oh, we actually hit the 100 FPS to DLSS quality in the water here. And the water graphics look really good, by the way. Really, really good. Also, why is my character in the water? This is ridiculous. All right. I'm going to go... When we get to that island, we should be on performance switch. Probably going to switch to performance right now. Switch to the performance. Okay, so here we go with DLSS performance. Now we're absolutely over that 100 FPS. And again, it doesn't look too far off from DLAA and DLSS quality, right? You are upscaling to 4K still at a lower resolution. You're at 1080p resolution upscaling now. So if textures do look a little bit different, obviously that is why, but it doesn't look too bad compared to native 4K and obviously quality. But if you have a 5090, I do suggest playing these type of games at DLSS quality. I'm gonna be real with you guys. DLSS quality with at least 2 times frame generation. When I play certain games, that's normally what I go for. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get to this area. I'm gonna run through this. There's a land part right there. Let's crash on this island real quick. All right, running on this island, and now we're getting over that 100 FPS still. And again, it does feel very responsive. Our latency dropped all the way down to 20. Very, very good. Not bad at all. Again, there is a little bit more softness than I would like, but that's only if you're like actually paying attention to it, right? Like, it actually does still look really, really good. Really, really good. I'm gonna just collect these. Why not while we're here, right? There's a boat all the way over there. They're running through this area, not looking bad. Not looking bad at all. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna drop a little bit lower here. That is to be expected once you run through a lot of the trees, right? A lot of the bush. Go here. Nice. Okay, not bad. I wonder what's in this area. Imagine if there's just like a secret, like, boss fight here or something. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It looks like just a rock. Let's see if we can jump up here and just take a look at the scenery. No, we can't jump up there. Yeah, we can actually. All right, let me just get my stamina back. Okay, looking out there. What if we look in the sky? Okay. So 150. Looking out there, there's a boat coming towards us. With that boat being on screen, it actually does drop the FPS just a little bit. If you look over here, it should go up a little bit. Right? The clouds and everything. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so we looked at the water graphics and everything. Now let's go to DLSS balanced, and then after that, we're gonna take a look at DLAA with 2 times frame generation, and we'll take a look at that. Okay, so we have DLSS balanced on. Again, you can't really tell the difference, but it does look a little bit, again, softer compared to the other ones, right? But balanced is not a bad way to play. Not a bad way to play at all. Oh, we are on preset L, by the way. I forgot to mention that to you guys. So it does look decently sharpened because of the preset. So if it looks a little bit over sharpened, that's probably why. But running through here. Dropped into the 80s here. Over here, I expect to be in like the low 70s, yeah. Or high 70s, I should say, but low 80s. Which does make sense when you're running through the area once again. High vegetation here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, let's take a look at this in combat, right? Again, our latency is actually pretty high. Or pretty low, but like, it's pretty good. I missed. Okay, of course. 1, 2. Okay, I'm out here getting pieced up. I'm getting pieced up. Yeah, so it feels good. Very responsive. It does feel very good. I see, honestly, how many of you guys are actually playing this game right now? It's very big on Steam right now. Very, very big. I think the ratings are like overwhelmingly positive, I'm pretty sure. Overwhelmingly positive. I'm not 100% sure. But I know a lot of people are liking this game right now, so I want to go ahead and make this again. I know I'm pretty late on it, but I did want to get that Pragmata video out first because that's actually a pretty fun game too. So I have been playing that, which I will be making another video on that soon. Again, showcasing just the path tracing on that, but this game is looking really good. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna switch to DLSS, DLAA, and then we're gonna go into 2x frame gen, and then we're gonna call it a day there. Okay guys, we're on DLAA with frame gen on at 2x, but we've had reflex on the entire time, by the way, so I just want you guys to know that. VSync is off and everything is still maxed out here. So let's take a look. Let's run through some heavy areas again. Again, we're at that DLAA. 2x frame generation is on. I'm gonna run through here. Again, that high 70s, low 80s. I'll make like these so I get some health back, low key. But okay, we're not looking bad. Would I play like this? I would. I would play like this because I'm not feeling any real issues. Obviously, when you turn on that frame generation, your latency is going to be just slightly higher, but like I always say, anything under 60 is not really too noticeable. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Not really too noticeable at all. I am on controller. I don't play these games with keyboard and mouse. I mean, I could. If you guys want me to actually use keyboard and mouse to like do my benchmarking, let me know, because I know a lot of you guys to use that more than the controller, but it is what it is. Run it through here. Yeah, with 2x frame gen on, we're still maintaining, even though it's like, what the, yo, what just happened? That was insane. All right guys, we're gonna be running back to get our stuff, but that's pretty much it for the video and the showcase of this game. With everything, it performs pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I did expect DLAA to run a little bit better with well, that's a charging board, that's why I died. I did expect DLAA to run a little bit better at just no. Yo, this thing is on me, bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. With just no frame gen and everything like that, but it is what it is. I still would play it with like the 2x and stuff like that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy this, if you guys are playing this game, that is how I would play it, with 2x frame generation with quality or any other mode. You don't need 4x, because obviously when you put on 4x, your latency is gonna go up just a tiny bit more. And honestly, you're gonna see a lot more like just weird stuff going on in terms of the softness with the screen and stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. See you guys in the next game that we post. Peace.